All right, man. Y'all see the title? We back. Getting straight into it. Oh, y'all see the edited videos. I got a video from my locks coming out. Stay tuned.
Example of you two for you to answer the question.
I'm just giving an example.
But what is the thing that attracts you to begin with?
It's the character.
Okay, I remember.
I just met somebody.
We gonna go in circles. It's all right.
Yeah. We gotta move on.
Let's go ahead and move on. So, as we saw with Serenity, we did touch on you a little bit, but we're gonna bring it back around. Okay. So a lot of the viewers kind of expressed they felt like, on your episode, like that you weren't treated fairly. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look at how your segment went. Hello, welcome in.
She really wasn't.
We can have your name.
I'm Serenity.
Very beautiful. You seem strong, like you beat me up.
Insecure.
I'm not gonna lie, it was just the feet. You know what I mean? I just wasn't fucking with the shoes. You know what I mean? Like, you beautiful, but I just, the fit just wasn't it for me.
Just wasn't attracted.
Okay.
Just seems a little uncoordinated. I don't know.
Ow.
Maybe it's just the heels and, the dress, but
80.
it's that simple.
This is crazy. Like, bro, y'all seen the video, bro. I was going off because they fumbled like crazy.
They the baddest. Not you. Who the baddest? No, obviously.
Yeah, the comments
left
were
and right.
definitely on your side on this. They were like you said, before we even said anything, she said, this is a sassy group. And that's what the majority of the comments were calling the men on this episode. So Serenity, as we saw, you were taking those comments very well.
I'm very sure of myself, and it doesn't matter what someone is telling me about myself. I know myself, and I know what I know about myself to be true. So I was unshaken. And I knew that regardless of if I was going to be disrespected, because as a Black woman, unfortunately, I get disrespected a lot, especially in the career field that I'm in. I just knew that I was going to stay myself. I was going to show up as myself. Yeah. And the guys did show up. They were fresh. I haven't seen a lot of people iron their clothes in a while. There was no wrinkles on anybody. Everyone looked good. I didn't smell anything bad. No one's breath smelled crazy. So I was going to give them true compliments. Yeah. Now, I will say this. I don't dislike locks. My mother has locks. They go down to her waist side. I'm my family's from the Caribbean. We're Haitians. So a lot of people in my family and my culture wear the locks. So I've grown to appreciate them and love them. It's just some of the gentlemen, like Jay on the show, he didn't have his locks clean. He didn't have them twisted.
What's wrong with that?
So if we're going off of first impressions, you didn't get the chance for me to hear a lot of their responses on the initial walk up. So all I could go off of was appearance and the small remarks that they made, especially about me, to decide if I was going to match. But for me to go out there and give them a well-spoken, part of me, and then also articulate, I'm in shape, and I'm respectful. I would have thought I would have gotten different remarks. And I was a little disappointed in the men on there because I love Black men, and they didn't show that love back. And that's okay, because I can't be everybody's type. Everyone has a preference, like we heard, with the colors and all that stuff, right? But I am wearing a different color today.
Yes, we see.
And I'm wearing accessories as well. So it was crazy. I wasn't
See how much more
expecting
you stand out.
Why are you speaking though? He being petty, like, bro, no, bro. See, you're.
Hey. That was a compliment.
It was a compliment, but I feel like he being a little petty.
So you're saying
that's like a backhanded compliment to what she was wearing during the episode. You feel me? Like, no.
Standing out that day is what
She
you're
did
saying.
not stand out.
Right.
Okay.
But look at her now, right?
Still backhanded.
Right.
Would you pop your balloon
She's
now?
definitely beautiful.
Would you pop your balloon now?
First impression, straight on the first impression's done.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's done, yeah.
It's real.
Okay.
You're gorgeous, Serenity.
So,
Backhanded.
yeah, you definitely are.
I don't
And the
care.
red dress. Okay, we see you.
Oh, now you look
Rabbit.
like, what you mean now?
And I'm strong still, too, in the red dress, too. I'm still strong in the red dress.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we saw, Trinity said right away, sassy, whatever it is. What did you guys think of, Serenity's segment?
I got the job. I've got the job. Hey, I'm Tiffany Hall. I
Okay, good
used
for
to
you,
be a
Tiffany.
teacher.
You run Indeed
I
and
feel like
got
the
a
men are
job.
just
I'm
too
proud.
picky, just to be picky, just to pick.
I think,
some things
look,
to
I
be
think
wrong.
all other men out there can relate to me. Look, you ain't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You look great. You're respectful, like you said, and it can seem like from your mind space that you're intelligent. That's attractive. Like, you know, I don't know what everybody else out there looking for, but if you're trying to settle down for real, like that's that. Like, yeah.
I think a lot of the men on there were just intimidated by you.
That's it.
When you have like a woman of your caliber and you have all your stuff together, and then you're going on a dating show and
She
meeting
got too
men
much
who
aura.
maybe don't, or even maybe only have it halfway.
She had too much aura.
Maybe I shouldn't. So I feel like it was
She
a
had too much
protection
aura.
thing.
Yeah, that lawnmower guy. I think that he was like, I would want to ask him. I said lawnmower guy. My bad. I'm sorry. Landscaper. Excuse me. Yeah. I wonder what he was really looking for him to say she seems too strong.
Right.
That honestly offended me for you because as Black women, sometimes we naturally have toneness, and just because we have a toneness
gotta
doesn't
be
mean that we're not feminine. You know, so I wonder what he was really meaning by that.
Well, he would have to be here to
Yeah.
answer that, but I'm strong, but I'm soft. I am. I smell good too.
Period.
She do. She does
Alright.
indeed.
And to kind of go ahead and move on to
What's wrong with a strong
who
black
is
woman?
known on the show as America's favorite bachelor. Terrence, we saw you on quite a few episodes. I think it's about 3 Pop the Balloon episodes. And, you know, on there we saw that, you know, your balloon just kept getting on pop, but you never gave
'Cause he's too
up.
short.
Like, you always just still had a smile on
It's
your
that
face
simple.
and
It's 'cause
everything.
he's short.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on here.
Journey is crazy.
All right, right on over here. Hello, welcome in.
Ooh. Y'all already know what I'm about to say, bruh. Y'all already know how
right
much
over
the first look at her about to just
Here, hello, welcome in.
I was on her. Oh my bruh. Crazy one. Just the disrespect.
Cause you're short.
It's just height, but you're very handsome, and I like your outfit.
I picked you because you're the shortest one.
I just would like somebody a little bit more taller. I think it's the lips for me.
What is wrong with his lips?
I
She's
can't kiss
lying.
him.
What's wrong with Asher?
It's literally because he's short, bro.
So, Terrence, did it ever become like discouraging? Like every time like someone would come out, like they would pop your balloon.
At this point in your life, or I expect him at least, if you a short nigga, at some point in your life, you just accept it for what it is, and it's just like you already knowing.
On all those episodes you were on?
No, not really. I would say like for me, like I didn't see none of them. Like I was like I would marry her, you know, for them that did pop my balloon. But and another thing too, like I really not like big on hating people or wanting people to like if they don't like me, that's fine.
Right.
I still love you, still like you. I'm still, you know, that's okay with me. So like whoever I do find, I'm gonna know that she really want me and she love me and that's what I want, you know. So nothing that don't want me, I don't want it that don't want me, and I ain't big on forcing nothing. So that's how I feel about it.
That's real.
All right. So, how did you guys feel when watching Terrence's segment?
Hey, they was hating on my boy Height. I ain't gonna lie, okay? People be like, I mean, to each his own. You like what you like, but for me, I'm like a real person when it comes to like height or different shit like that. That shit really don't matter. Once I take the time to know you and I'm feeling you, then we gonna vibe. Like,
But it doesn't matter, bro. Height doesn't matter for women, bro. You can be tall, short. Height doesn't matter for women. What matters when it comes to women, at least from a man's perspective, not from me, or from what I'm seeing from this, from what I see from society. When it comes to women, what matters most of the time is probably weight. But when it comes to men, for women, it's height. Like,
how I feel.
Yeah, I'm not the spokesperson for all women, but I will say that growing up in my household, my mom, she's a stallion. She's about 5'11", and my dad was 5'5".
Okay.
So height was never a requirement for me, and I knew that you could be tall and you could be a bad person. You could be a lie, cheat, steal, drunk, all of the above. So I thought that you carried yourself very well. You look very sharp. You know, edge up is crispy. Okay,
Crispy.
skin is
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, it was unfortunate. And then I had to live the same experience. So I know how you feel on a deeper level. Yeah.
Okay. And personally, I was somebody that in my episode, I was speaking on someone's height, but it was because he lied. But I didn't get a chance. He lied. I didn't get a chance to say that I like short kings. Actually, my very first person was a short king. Kai Cenat is a short king, and I would definitely hop on. I just want to make sure you know that you already know. Yeah. And you're very handsome, beautiful locks, beautiful skin.
Appreciate it.
Terrence don't got it. Kai do.
I guess he'd like to interject.
Okay, go ahead.
He like to interject. Oh, word.
So back to your point, right? No, yeah. I mean, this is what I was talking about the double standard. Wasn't nobody in the comments mad about that? But everybody was mad about what I said.
Because it was a need.
No, I'm talking about the height with Serenity.
Oh.
Right? They was on my helmet about that. But we get
he did say
3 episodes of this and nothing? Y'all ain't got nothing to say? So it's a hypocrisy, right? And that's kind of that drizzle that we talking about is like when y'all get it done to y'all really don't like it, but it's okay for me, but it's not okay for you. And that's not cool. Right? Because like Serenity said, you can be a good person or you could be a bad person if you tall. You be a great person if you short. Right? And that's the same thing. That's all men are saying. Right? I don't know this dude, but I feel like he saves kittens. I don't know. Like, I feel like he wouldn't hurt a fly if he didn't have to, but he could still protect himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try him. So, I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's zesty to have preferences. And no, men get mad at women about. Well, actually, we do get mad about that.
We don't care as much, though.
But I mean, it got to go both ways. That's all I'm saying.
Like, it's really just life. Like, no matter how many times we address it or bring up the point that it's hypocritical, it's never gonna change. So with it never changing, it's just like, okay, it is what it is. That's why with me being short, it's like, either take me how I am or leave me. Or either take me how I am or leave it. It is what it is. It is what it is. You just gotta come to terms with that's how life is. That's how society is. Some folks is cooked, some folks is not. It's that simple. It is that simple. Take me how I am or leave me how I don't care. I don't. It's just life. That is literally just life. To each his own.
It gotta go both ways.
I think it also has to go back to not taking things too personally because followers are going to do what followers do. That's why they're called followers. Yep. If one person says it, a lot of them are going to say it.
That's true.
Okay.
$185,000 right out of college. That's the average compensation from an elite boutique during your first year as.
Well, I want to say, I feel like Terrence got it in the bag because I don't really think too much about it before she asked him about him being discouraged about coming on and people saying no, basically. The Bible says it's not for the swift or the strong, it's for the one who endures. And I see endurance all over him, so I feel like he got it in the bag. Yeah. Whoever he get, he gonna get him and he gonna get somebody because he's enduring for real.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. And he kept like a high spirit through all of it. You feel me? He even told a couple ladies like, I still think you look good. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like it takes another level of maturity to be rejected and not be like, oh, I ain't like you anyway. Look, niggas love doing that, bro. Niggas love doing that. So like, yeah.
The honorable dude. That,
So obviously, we see in the comments like all the women are like, "Oh, Terrence, I wish you were in my state. Come to Atlanta, come wherever. I date you. All this stuff." Yeah. But I feel like in person, it's different. Like for example, some of you ladies here on stage, is Terrence your type? Is he someone that you would go for?
Not they put him on a spot like that. Don't do that.
Okay. He's taller than me, so yeah, I would.
Okay. So Trinity, you said no.
Terrence.
Why no? Why Trinity? Why did you say no?
Quick and strong too.
He's really sweet. Like I feel like he's really sweet, and I just feel like I'm aggressive. I may be too aggressive, not intentionally, but that's just me. I'm a lioness.
Nah,
Like,
Terrence,
I'm not a kitten.
he got something. You just gotta look deeper. I can see it in your eyes.
Okay, so Taylor, you're saying Terrence is your type.
I definitely would tap in. I would tap in, Terrence. Hey, Terrence. Hey. Like, but I gotta, you know.
We're talking,
I would definitely get to know you.
I personally think it's performative, to be quite honest with you, because it's easy for people to say, oh, I would do this, I would do that. But unless you're here in person, you're feeling a vibe. Like, it is totally okay to not be attracted to someone or not want to pursue someone, or someone could be attracted that's just not your cup of tea.
Right.
So I think people hop on the internet and say, oh, they missing out. Oh, they left. Shoe look ugly anyway, or just talking about the person because they chose not to pursue Terrence. Like we've been talking about this whole time. People have their right to their own preferences. Yeah. And I think it's very performative for people to get on the internet and say what they would do. So how about you fly your tail on here to Arizona
and get you Terrence
then.
Okay.
They be missing out though.
And unless you gonna do that, mute.
Okay, Jessica, since we're on you.
They was calling her auntie, wasn't they?
So
Everybody was saying she's
obviously,
like auntie.
there's a word that gets thrown around a lot when it comes to you. Just you know what that word is?
Auntie.
Yup. I don't know why, but let's take a look at why they keep calling you auntie.
She's fine. She's fine. Look kind of like my auntie though. She's kind of like auntie. Okay. No disrespect, babe. No disrespect. My auntie's very beautiful. You know.
Show me your auntie.
Huh?
Show me your auntie when we done.
I will. Most definitely will.
So, Jess, has anyone ever called you auntie or all that stuff before you came on Pop the Balloon?
No, and I still ain't seen this auntie. So if you're watching this, please send a picture of your auntie to my DMs, please, because I want to see her.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they're getting that. Is anyone else on the stage getting auntie vibes from her?
I don't get auntie.
Or are we getting fine?
I said cousin.
And I still ain't seen your cousin either.
Cousin.
I said you my cousin.
I think it was just a dress.
He's good.
No, and don't even take that the wrong
You
way.
think it was what?
I think it was the dress.
The dress gave auntie to you?
I mean,
You think
so
she
hear me
dressed
out.
like auntie?
Hold on, wait. Hear me out. Maybe it's just the women in my family, but all my aunties and stuff, they love patterns. They love, and I just be looking at them. I'm like, yeah, you know, you look good. And so you came on the show. I'm like, I see why they say auntie. But I feel like it's the dress.
But sis, your pants is patterns.
What? Hold on, wait.
Whoa.
I never said patterns was an issue. I'm just saying that I think it's the dress. Because they always say like hair and clothes are like really your makeup. Like you can put a full on face, but put on sweats and still look a certain way. So it's kind of like maybe it's just the dress and the hair.
The hair too?
It's hard to put a finger on it, bro.
I'll say it was the hair for me.
The hair for you?
For me, it's the dress.
Not in this episode. The first one with the short hair. With the short hair. But today I didn't know who you was.
But let's also get some shit too. You are fine as hell.
Yeah,
you are absolutely gorgeous. Like you just go ahead. Yes, honey. Yes.
Oh, word. They definitely come with her.
Okay.
That booty.
You had to be there, okay?
Every time I get, so keep being mad.
Oh God.
That booty
Who
fat.
fine auntie that is?
Oh God. See, look, she ready to fight. She ready to fight.
Unc, where you at?
Well, I just want to say this about the whole 18 comment, the auntie comments. Honestly, I think it's old and it's lazy. I don't give auntie. And I talked about this before. Why is it that women who consider themselves to be curvier, why is it that we get labeled auntie, cousin, and X, Y, and Z? I don't give that. If you come on my page talking about I'm auntie, block. Period. I don't give auntie.
Okay.
There you go.
And you said cousin
She's
as
taking
well.
that
You throw
little
Cousin as well.
Okay.
And then too, I just want to say this too. Please stop confusing comedic humor, personality with somebody who's old. I prefaced this before. As it relates to personality, it would be similar to like a Tabitha Brown or something like that. But this don't give auntie. So please stop it. Actually, I did get that dress. It was sent to me from Shein. So I'm just saying I don't know too many aunties who wear dresses like that or bodycon dresses. But I'm just saying, y'all, it's real old and it's lazy. Let it go. I don't give auntie and I'm fine as hell.
Period.
Period.
Damn straight.
Okay, I want to know. So sometimes I'll call women that I respect, like, not, I don't know your age or anything like that, but just for the auntie comment to see if you can find any respect towards it, because it seems like you find it disrespectful. I'll call women that I look at, that I respect like my mom, but our relationship is like a sister, auntie. If I respect you in those regards, regardless of your age, it's a respect thing. So could you find respect in the auntie comment, or is that completely disrespectful?
No, because at the end of the day, it still boiled down to a certain look and a certain persona. And I'm not too sure if you all are familiar with Jackie Ayanna, however you say her name, but people felt the same vibe from her, and they came on her page calling her auntie. And respectfully, she's blocking everybody who calls her auntie. So sister, if you watching this, I completely understand. It would be the equivalent to somebody calling you, hey, chocolate, hey, you know what I mean? Like, hey, skinny girl, or hey, little Chad, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of vibe that it gives. So unless you've been on it, flip side of that, wouldn't you feel a way if I came at you like, hey, my little chocolate baby?
Honey chopstick.
You know what I mean? Especially
honey chopstick.
Like, I love
no, but like, I mean, this is a whole nother topic.
That's a term of endearment for me. So like, auntie is a term of endearment for me. Hey, little chocolate baby, I love when a black woman, you come call me baby. Hey, TT, whatever.
I totally agree with you, but it's men.
It's that they're saying it like an insult.
Thank you. And then like respectfully, there's a lot of discrepancies, and this is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day as it relates to colorism in the black community. But it would be the equivalent of somebody calling you a name that is derogatory toward people who are chocolate.
Whoopi Goldberg.
So that's the vibe that it gives. Calling me auntie is not a compliment. If you respect me, say that. But don't give me no backhanded compliment about calling me no auntie.
I don't think you gotta worry.
I understand what you mean by that.
And then men, like coming from a man.
No, because somebody's
too,
still gonna find a way to call me auntie in the comments, but it's okay.
Blocked. But you stood your ground, Jess, and we love it.
And will.
All right. So on this upcoming.
Okay, 22 minutes. Yo, I need some fucking chapstick, yo. Oh my god, I'm over here.
Clip,
my life.
It was probably one of the most analyzed and talked about, discussed, snip, cut up, whatever you want to call over TikTok, Instagram scene of season 1.
We know
so
what
let's
it
take
is.
a look at what scene
she
that
just
was.
looked at you.
Yeah, you're very.
Yup.
Very gorgeous though, but I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. Also, I don't like that the fact that you put your hat.
What would be
Why do you have
considered
the hat
a
on?
fake briefcase though?
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair
and
done.
something.
It's done. It's
So
done.
why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today.
I understand. I just want to see your hair though.
I get it. You feel me? I've
eat her
dealt
up,
with,
bruh.
you feel me, Chicago women most of my life. You okay? You feel me? Me and your brother probably sound alike because we done been through the same struggles. You feel me? But I could respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking
No-
to my little brother. So
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
you sound like him though.
That's
So
because we from
talking-
the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
and
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I
that.
just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak.
Oh, they look at she over there. You're cooked. You're cooked. The whole group is about to eat you. You're cooked. She done got fed to the dogs.
So
She done got
Daryl,
fed to the
after
dogs.
you know watching that and kind of like in that moment, were you shocked at how you felt like she was coming at you or whatever it may have been?
And I took that
If you're
personally.
clean and you know it, wiggle round.
Bro, come on, get this on my screen.
Can't say shocked because I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. I've been tested in ways I wouldn't expect it, and I almost felt like I was, I don't know, like, you know, if I come on there and I tell you I'm from Chicago and I got a couple drinks and you tell me that you from the same place, it's almost like you saying something like that to trick me up at my spot. Cause everybody who from where I'm from and know people where I'm from, you just don't talk to them a certain way because. You know, people will give you what you're looking for. And I'm just extremely proud of myself. Always. I go back and look at the clip sometimes because that is growth. That ain't the man that I've always been.
Okay. Yeah, and a lot of people were, commending you on that. It seems like you took it pretty well. You didn't, raise your
Well, you
voice,
took that to
get
the
upset,
chin.
anything like that. You just, let her know how you felt, express yourself, and Yeah.
She knows she
Yeah.
could. She knows she could.
And then so Rizoma, how
Look at. I want to say auntie, but look at her face. But she over there. Ooh, she's good.
I guess I want to say during that situation, it seems like you were just like, all right, I'm thinking of everything. I'm gonna fire at this guy. I'm gonna say it all at once. Like, what was going through your mind in that moment?
Picky.
So
Yeah,
I
what's
guess
your
I should
excuse?
just like kind of give you all my thought process because I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you degraded him," or anything like that. Which I can totally understand why they saw it that way. For me, it was more so like a correction. So you clearly came onto the show, you were playing a role, right? And like this is my thought process. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pop my balloon right away. But he came on sneakers, joggers, briefcase, sweater, trucker hat, and then a fake flower. And I was like, okay. Kept analyzing. He was in front of me. I saw that the zipper was in the back of the briefcase. I was like, oh, it's open. There's nothing in there. And I was like, okay. I was like, so if you're gonna play a role, at least play it correctly, right? But it was almost like you half-assed it. And then if you're not playing a role and that's really who you are.
It's not a role. That's his style. He's not playing a role. He's being himself. What are you saying?
Then it's like, okay, can't be upset. Bottom line is, I analyzed the entire situation. I
You did
saw
a
a bunch of things
terrible
I
job
didn't
at it.
like. And then
Taking
it
us
was
through your
like,
cooked thought
please don't
process.
please don't get upset about this. But me and my friends made a drinking game of it. And we wanted to see how many times he said, you feel me? We could have
You didn't even have to say that one. Look at her face. She over there like, you shouldn't even say that one. This is not about to end well for her.
like take shots. We had to like have a regular drink because
She's
we,
cooked.
like we couldn't do it. And so when I mentioned the higher vocabulary, I do want to apologize for that because I don't. People kind of saw
That
it
was
as
petty.
like, oh, you're being rude.
Mm.
You're saying like he's stupid. Or I was like, no, not at all. It's just personally, I feel like if he was gonna go on a date with someone, whether that was nerves or not, I couldn't imagine him being nervous on a date. And we're talking, and he says it over and over and over. And it's like,
I mean, I guess it's kind of like saying type shit, but like,
You saying the whole higher vocabulary was for him saying, you feel me?
yeah,
Like
it
his-
wasn't like, oh, you don't know how to speak or anything, which is why I say I wish I would have explained myself more. Like I couldn't imagine like us being on a date and then him saying it over and over due to nerves, and I'm just looking at him with disgust or like looking at him annoyed. And it's like that's not fair. Like you deserve to be with someone who's like, oh, he's nervous, like that's cute. Like even though he's saying you feel me, like I still find it cute. I wouldn't find that cute. So it's
Okay.
kind of like
she's cooked.
it's more like a
It's that
protective
simple.
thing. Like I'm just giving you a correction. If you're gonna play a role, play it right. And you're just not my type. But you're gorgeous though, and I said that. Nothing wrong with it.
When you choose to correct someone,
Uh-oh.
and then you yourself fail in your conveyance of your sentence, what does that look like to you?
Well, yeah, I messed up, which is fine. And I'm sure everyone saw it as like
The term correct almost bothered me a little bit because as if what I'm presenting as myself is something wrong.
Right.
As if like you could have just said there's something that you don't like, but you even do it today. You take every single shot that you possibly can at everything about me. And it's like you didn't highlight every other gentleman as that such. Like, what about me that you see that you just want to take every pick at every problem that you could possibly see?
it wasn't like that.
But
it was.
because I watched your full episode, so I seen how other guys spoke to you, how you spoke to other guys, and you feel me? Like, I don't think that there was one perfect man that you seen on the show, but you decide to speak on every little thing about this one man. So, like, I feel like it's corny because you keep constantly trying to reach out to me after the show. So I honestly
Whoa.
feel like
Oh, word.
No, I
honestly,
did not.
you try to
See, don't even try to lie, cause I don't even. I know he be the one to pull up the DMs real quick. So a word.
play this kind is corny because you attacking me as a person. That's who I am, bro. Like I came on the show, it's who I am,
Right.
and you telling me that everything about me you don't
It's
like.
wrong,
But
or
then
some shit,
outside of
yeah.
the show, you want to have a conversation or a hug or smile in my face or hey Daryl or it's a us. It ain't no us thing. The only reason why me and you had a viral clip is because I handle myself well. I very well could have been looked at as a sassy or an evil man if I would have gave you the response that you deserved. but I
Not that she
gave you
deserved.
what I felt like is it needed to be presented, because a lot of young men get tricked out of their spot dealing with young women like yourself, and I don't want to be the crash out example. I want an example that no matter what, you could still be able to hold yourself in a certain type of light.
He even still doing it. I'm gonna have a water balloon fight.
No, that's fine. I guess for me, it was more so the moment you walked out, I felt as if like, because I felt like you were playing a role, but you later on came out and said you did lie about certain things, which means you were playing a role. You already disrespected, hold on. You already disrespected all the women on there, because now we can't even
Didn't he say, I think he did lie about something. I don't even remember.
make a genuine decision based off of the information you gave us.
What's the role? What's the role that I played?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out.
wasn't a
That's
role.
why I
He was
mentioned the
being himself.
briefcase and everything.
When I came on the show and I spoke my truth, everything that I told you guys was the truth about me. I was asked a question about space from one young lady. Anything that I said to you all, that I presented, this is me. This is Daryl. I have a briefcase. What is fake or a lie about having a briefcase? I seen a flower at the store on some slick gentleman stuff, whoever I was going. If I did like win with somebody, I was gonna take the flower off and present it to her. Like, I think about little cute things like that. Like, you feel me? So what is fake? Like, what's the character that got presented on the show?
On some Eric shit, can I interject? Because I
She said
made a
awesome
comment.
Eric.
And like I remember, like we had a little back and forth.
We didn't have a back and forth. I'm gonna speak on that as well.
Let me
made a comment saying-
hold on.
Yo, he coming for blood. He coming for blood.
Hold on.
Oh, you made a comment saying that Rizoma was right.
No, so I before, because I want to set it up, because when I first watched that episode, that really it really affected me on the behalf of him, because I was like, dang, she really went in on him. You did on that follow-up, you verbally said that you lied, and that's where I was like, man, like I was really for you. You know what I'm saying?
What was Rizoma right about? That's what.
So
that's what
where I
our
was coming
disagreements
from,
was.
and that's a good question.
Because Rizoma spoke about my presentation.
Yeah.
Like what I was wearing, how it was, just like how all the men spoke about your presentation. And it's odd for me because when I watched your episode, I supported your content. I went to your page, I reacted to it on my TikTok, and I don't know.
There was no tags, there was no follows. I did not see that support. I didn't hear it.
It seemed as though like you're a content creator, like with what you have going on.
No, I'm a photographer.
You're a photographer, so your Instagram is a business, right? It's monetized situation. So me putting that in front of the 44,000 followers that I have on TikTok and saying like, y'all should support her. They came at this black woman for wearing a hat.
I never saw no support.
Ma'am, it's not for you to see. I'm letting you listen. I didn't do it for
but if you're
I
gonna
do
claim
authentic
that,
things. Listen.
How is that authentic if you?
Let
Ma'am.
him finish, Taylor. Hold on one second.
I'm just letting you know what actually happened. I'm on my platform telling people that they should look at your platform because I don't like how the men treated you. And then you went under there and you said Rizoma was right about attacking.
That's not what I said.
You said maybe Rizoma was right. So what is she right about attacking my visible appearance like the men attacked you? So the men was right about you?
So in a way, I kind of see how you manipulate situations. And what
I hate it because it's back and forth. He say, she said. I need some receipts. I need some DMs before I take a side. I don't even want to take a side. You know, it was good vibes, and now it's
Why I say that is because somebody said, how I see that is if you were gonna support me, there was no tag on that, and yeah, that like being someone in the same position. And that's how I can recognize it. And this is a healing moment. Like, I want to get on the same page.
I have to show you I'm supporting you for you to feel like.
Well, I mean, you said you were supporting me, but to me, I didn't. All I was seeing was that I'm 60. I'm not 28. I'm Willy Wonka. I'm
But
Cam
listen,
Newton.
if I do it like, hey yo, if I hit you up in your DM, hey yo, come on my TikTok. I just shouted you out.
That would have been
That's
a
unauthentic.
bridge
That's me
point.
wanting to thank you from you. I supported you on my platform
Regardless
because
if you see it or
it didn't matter if you see it or not. I
mean-
want my people to go support a black woman
So-
who say that
so-
she in the hat business
okay.
and she do photography, and I'm trying to be a model. So it.
But
when you say-
how in a way, and no, I'm gonna stand strong.
They're
As
just interrupting each other. Da, 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 da. I don't know if they're listening to respond or listening to understand.
a woman who wants to, like I'm saying, I want to connect with you and I want to build a bridge of understanding right now. Personally, I didn't feel supported, but I could say I do get you, because on the YouTube video, I did say something to Rizoma like, dang girl, like, and you didn't see that. And that's where I could take accountability with that. So I didn't know that you supported me. Where I was coming from with Rizoma is I think that in this type of setting, there is something that people who are behind the screen don't have, which is the vibe and the feel. And I feel like maybe Rizoma was coming from a place of like, yeah, she was saying all that, and I'm not saying what she was saying all the way was right,
That's
but
what you said on the. That's what
but
you
I'm
said
saying
on
I'm
social
saying
media.
that I'm kind of trying to give you the perspective of why I was saying maybe she was right, and I think it was maybe her discernment, because then as I stood for you and I did say something and then you openly said you were lying, I was like, oh, like, dang, I was supporting someone who was being deceptive, and maybe that's what she was picking up on. And so that's why I was saying maybe Rizoma was right.
Let's not do the maybes, darling. Rizoma spoke to me about how I spoke and the clothes that I was wearing.
stressing me
You
out,
said
man.
on social media, Rizoma was right. What was
I said
Rizoma
maybe
right
she
about?
Maybe she was right to
Because you want to
discern.
be,
So
even though you might have like, because of what you seen watching the TV show, you might have wanted me to be something in your imagination, and
No,
I
I
understand
was-
that.
New
But
York
when I
versus
came on
California,
and I told my
14-8
truth,
right now.
I never lied about my truth. When I was asked a question, I didn't answer the question all
I'm
the
listening,
way
though.
authentically as I should have. I understand if Rizoma has said something like, you feel me, like,
just stressing me out, bro.
I feel like you up
I hate
here faking, or
arguments.
you up here lying to us, and then you up on social media saying Rizoma is right. Rizoma came at the way that I talk and the way that I had dressed, just like the dudes came at the way that you dressed. So I feel like that's corny for you to say maybe Rizoma was right, ha ha ha. And then when I say my response is, I support your business and I think you're.
And the reason I said it was an argument because they're just cutting each other off. But this is just exhausting to listen to. Like, I don't know. I don't like this back and forth. It's like they're explaining a long ass story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Like, bro, I'm sorry. But whatever, man. Get your points across.
Beautiful black woman, I don't like how you was treated on the show. Why would you hype somebody else being evil when people was evil to you on the show? You still trying to stay on the Rizoma was right. I ain't see that you supported me like it. I had to block you. I wasn't finna go back and forth with you.
All right, let's hear from somebody else.
Ordinary dish soaps can leave invisible grease behind. Only Dawn Platinum removes 99% of grease.
Like, it's just like so. Is that Boban? Anyways, it's just like irritating. Like, I don't know, in a sense. It's just like, this is supposed to, whatever, bro. I can't even. I want to say it's supposed to be a good vibe reunion, but how can we really expect this to be a good vibe reunion? But I don't know.
I just want to speak on this very briefly. I think where you two are getting confused is that we're comparing apples to oranges. Is what he's saying is that this particular situation was separate outside of the situation that y'all are trying to claim that he lied about. So I completely get where you're coming from, Humble Hood.
Thank you.
Or Daryl. So I just want to acknowledge that. This is something also that I do want to acknowledge as a woman, because I can only speak for women because I'm a woman. As it relates to men and how much they value respect, when we talk about correction, we have to talk about intent versus impact. And with that being said, you have to be careful with what you say and how you say it. So although you may have felt that way, the way your words landed, he wasn't going to be in a space to receive that. So I just want to acknowledge that as women, we have to do better at talking to men with respect, and we have to do better at how we deliver messages, because you have the ability to either build this man up or tear him right back down. And we already know the struggles that Black men go through. So I just want to acknowledge that on your end, Humblehood, because I completely get where you're coming from. And this isn't me taking no side or the other. And respectfully, I do agree that he supported you. I don't feel like he owed you that tag either, because I agree it made it that much more authentic, because I'm effing with you. And you don't even know it for
Behind
real.
the scenes.
That's what I'm saying. That's the equivalent to.
I'm low key calling Mug sassy for talking about her hat and everything. I'm on her side.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah.
Erykah Badu. Like, and then she going that time.
So respectfully, I just wanted to let you know I acknowledge what you're saying, and I get your perspective in this totality, and that we got to do better and be careful how you speak to people.
Yeah, just be.
And we should did it right there. And we should wrap it up right there. There's the moral of the whole thing. We should wrap it up right there.
Good. Try to be as decent as you possibly can. You never know.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Just don't lay on my name.
All right. Let's move on to our next topic.
What did she just
Don't
say?
lay on my name.
As you possibly can. You never know.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Just don't lay on my name.
Oh, she said just don't lie on my name. She's being petty. Like, why are you? Did she even? Oh, she's one of those. She's one of those. Yeah, she's the kind of person you don't want to get in an argument with.
Move on to our next
I'll show
topic.
your DM right now.
Go ahead. I would love for you to do so. I sent you one message and I said congrats, and I hope you're
That's
getting
reaching
all
out
the-
to me outside of the show.
Yeah, you said I kept reaching out to you though when I
You
did
can.
it.
You on my Instagram and my TikTok. That's two different platforms.
TikTok, I don't even.
When I
have
came in
TikTok.
today, you ran up on Daryl Hugs.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because there's no bad blood. If you
Is
feel
it?
some
But-
type of
but
way
I'm
towards
saying
me,
Okay, maybe he did kind of manipulate that situation though. Because she just hit you up like once or twice, and then she ran up on you today. Can we just dead the situation, please?
then say that so then I don't speak to you.
but I'm, ma'am.
It's all right. Let's leave it at that. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
before he go on another one of his rants.
To get this ball rolling, Trinity, on your segment.
I don't even recognize her. Not in a
Seems
bad
like you
way.
had a little bit of something to say about truck drivers.
Oh no!
Let's go ahead and
She
take a look
cooked?
at that clip. Okay, let's start over here.
Oh,
Way
that's
to end up
her.
popping Tony's.
Oh my god!
That was kind of boring. It wasn't nothing like more.
Wait,
just
what was
like I
boring?
just drive trucks.
That's
I
my
mean, you
job.
asked what I do. That's what I do.
Okay. So, did you want to elaborate a little bit on what you meant by
Please.
that?
He didn't sell himself. I had options, many options that didn't pop their balloon, and he didn't sell himself. He was just a truck driver, and that's it. So it was kind of boring. The response was boring. The occupation for me in my lifestyle, boring. It was never a question of if I knew how much truck drivers make, because I don't really care. This is a partnership. I'm a creative. The first thing I said when I came on, I like all things that put me into my creativity. How creative can you be just driving the route?
I see what she means. He didn't sell himself, but maybe he was just being straightforward, answering the question. Tomato, tomato. I don't know.
Doesn't seem like you.
But does what he does change?
Hold on. Before we continue, how long? It's probably like 30. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to have to make a separate part for this one. But yeah, man, it's been your boy. EOS, the Oppa Stop. I'm going to catch you in the next video, which I'm about to record right now.